Hi guys, it's Stephanie from Oh You're Lovely, and today is another Meet the Flower. Alright you guys, welcome back to a Meet the Flower episode, and today's flower we're gonna meet is the lovely Ruffled Peony. This particular flower comes in lots of different sizes, all the way up to this big guy. We do have it in an extra large size, and I have this little guy, he's already stemmed up from a different project. So we're going to do dip dye a couple of them, maybe hand paint a couple, and just get our hands. And I've already gotten my skirt messy, so we're good to go. All right, let's jump into it. All right, so for this lovely color here, it was a mad scientist experiment. You guys know when I say that, like, sometimes I can't tell you what the colors of the paint are because I mix a whole bunch. That is this situation. So this is Deco Art Americana Lilac Meadow. Y'all, the fact that I know which I set them all aside, I'm very happy with myself. This is Anita's Pastel Rose, which is a very, very, very light pink. And then Pink Polish from Apple Barrel, and it was pretty much, except for the pink petal, it was like almost full bottles of everything. So it gives us this like lilac-y purple loveliness. Loving it. Loving it. I did add glycerin to this mix, and then just a lot of water is the best way to describe it. All right, so let me get my egg carton over so we have something to dry it with. And I think, do we want another? Yeah, I think there's a little bit left in here. I can get my paintbrush in there if I need to. So I'm gonna grab that petal pink, wait, what was that? Pink polish, and we might do some like detail work. So when you dip dye the Ruffled Peony, it is gonna open up. So be aware of that. If you don't want it to open up, I definitely would suggest using the Mod Podge spray before as like a pre-conditioner so that the flowers don't open up. I like to open them up. So in she goes, my opener. A little bit. I'm gonna grab my paintbrush. Actually, I'm probably gonna get a yellow too. We'll probably put some yellows in the centers. We'll open one up real well. All right, so seriously, so you go from this to this. So they definitely open up, or you can kind of coax them open. Let's see if we can get this one not to open up a ton. We're just gonna dip dye it, shake off the excess. We're gonna kind of keep it as tight as possible. It is gonna start to spread open a little bit, but I'm going to put it upside down in my egg carton, and we'll see if it holds that shape for us. It should. Okay, let's grab a bigger one so we have a little bit more surface to work with. I'm actually gonna grab this one that I have on a stem, and I'm just gonna pop it off the stem. The one petal already was kind of opening up or kind of falling over a little bit. So that one's gonna really start to open up because it's not as secured in the rest of the roll. But I'm just gonna gently open this up so it's a full-on blooming loveliness. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna set this one aside for a second. I'm gonna let it dry just a little bit, and I think we're gonna do some detail work on that one. All right, let's grab a mid-size one. I don't think we're gonna dip dye the extra large one, but just imagine what I just did with the large one, and 10 times that. It's just so big. And again, I'm just gonna, all right, let's try something else. Okay, so I have my spray bottle. It just has water in it, no glycerin, and I'm just going to open this up. You can also do this by just dunking it in some water and opening it, but I like to use my spray bottle. It's a little bit easier for me. So I think for this one, because of how the center doesn't really want to give as much, we're only going to dye the out petals, not this inner one. So I'm going to really fluff those open for right now. And I'm going to take my paintbrush, and I'm going to go right in there, all around. And I still have some water kind of pooling, which is gonna work to our advantage. You could go in with straight paint and then water it down like I do a lot of the time, but we've got this enormous tub of paint. We might as well use this, right? Oh, there we go. I was like, where is you? There we go. Okay, so those are all kind of, I'm gonna spray, get some water, tip it upside down, and then with my fingers, diffuse that color. So now you have like the smallest amount of pink kind of peeking through. I might go in there just a little bit more and add just a little bit. Like how we whisper at certain spots when you're like, you're so pretty. Okay, there's that one. So let's do the opposite with this one. And then we'll grab that bigger guy and I think we'll two-tone them, or attempt to. I think these would be really pretty too with like the yellow going at the bottom on up. I'm just gonna open that up a little bit. And this guy, the center opens up a little bit more. So normally I would take my paintbrush and kind of tip the edges, but I'm just gonna dip just the top. And then we're gonna spray again. Encourage it to diffuse down a little bit. And if I don't like how there's a harsh line, I'm gonna go in with my fingers and just kind of tap that again. I'm gonna do it again one more time. Add a little bit more. That's another option. And this one I'm gonna open up a little bit more as she's drying. Still have that big guy, right? And I'm trying to think, we'll see if this purple makes a dent in the color difference. I don't think, yeah, you can kind of see that. I'm not loving that. So let's just, out of giggles, let's try some yellow at the bottom. I don't know if that's gonna work or not. Again, I'm just going straight in with my paintbrush and I'm grabbing the paint from the top of the, just from the top of the jar itself. Yeah, that's working a little bit better. So I'm just gonna dab my yellow close to the center. I don't know that I'm gonna do this on all of the petals. We'll see. We'll see how this looks. And I'm scrubbing it in. Why don't we go through a couple more? Go on the outer rim next. You could also wait until the dip dye is completely dry and then go in with another color on top of that. It's really up to you. I don't think I'm gonna go all the way out. You could, you definitely could. But I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm gonna leave that just as is. So it's got some interesting kind of pops of color that you're not necessarily expecting, and will add a little bit of dimension to the flower as well. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this mini tutorial all about the Ruffled Peony. Again, we had our little bitty babies, and putting it upside down in the egg carton does seem to be helping keep its shape. As you can kind of see, this one was upright, this one was down. I like them opened up, but I know everybody has their own personal preference. So whatever you enjoy, I enjoy for you. We also then colored from the bottom tips of the petal on up, and from the top on down. Just a straight dip dye, and then finished it up with just a little touch of yellow in the center to give it a little bit more depth and interest. And then again, of course, we have the extra large. I'm not going to dip dye this one today, but just imagine this way bigger. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, go over, take a look at the Ruffled Peonies over at ohyourlovely.com. But before you go, make sure to use, or make sure to grab the code YouTube 30 to get 30% off your first order. That includes the sola wood flowers, craft supplies, and greenery, anything else we have on the site that isn't marked on sale. There's a little asterisk right there. If you're loving this channel, can't get enough, want to know when the next time we go live, make sure to subscribe and ring that bell. Not when we go live, when a video goes live. You know what I mean. And I will see you right here next time. I totally just blanked. It's too early in the morning and we got snow today. Anywho, let's finish this. I apologize. I'm Stephanie from Oh You're Lovely, and you, my friends, are absolutely lovely. Bye, guys.